everybody, it's Colin here from Most of Martin's Guided Adventures, and here I am at the bridge in Horwich, the Bridge Hotel, which in just under 2 weeks time is where I'm going to be holding my launch event, and also where we're going to be starting and finishing the walk that I'm leading for the day. So I'm really looking forward to meeting some of you guys who might be able to make it on the day for the launch event, and for those of you who are able to come on the walk during the day, this is a little video about what you can expect. Now the entire route is 13 kilometres, so it's not mega long, that's just under about 8 miles, but we're going to see lots of stuff, loads to talk about. There's quite a lot of climbing on it, so I hope this video will give you an idea of what to expect. So in quite a short space of time we'll have already ascended to about the 200 metre point, which gives us a beautiful vantage spot to look south. You won't be able to see it on this video, but I can see as far as like Cheshire, all across sort of southern Great Manchester and Lancashire over here. I will just say we will be managing these walks at a very steady, moderate pace. We're not going to be piling up any hills, so don't let that put you off. And this is going to be our first objective of the walk, which is Wilderswood. Now obviously we're still quite early in the year, so there's not a lot of greenery yet, but this section here by Wilders Clough is a beautiful sort of deciduous, I don't know if I'll call it ancient, but a traditional British woodland. As we start climbing up out of the wood on this old bridge, we start approaching sort of the newer part of Wilderswood, which is more where trees have been planted by man for manufacturing processes and whatnot. Now, there has been a lot of industry in Wilderswood over the years, mining and other things that we'll talk about on the day. So this is the nice easy track that we're going to follow up across Wilderswood to Winter Hill. I'm now above 300 metres, so you gain height very quickly. This is Wildersmoor, there's Wilderswood down there. As we look westwards, you can see Rivington Pike, which is going to be one of our objectives later. And just tucked over here we've got 2 lads, and beyond that we've got the famous mast, Winter Hill itself. Just hope the weather's like this on the 7th, it's beautiful. And now we're on the approach to Winter Hill mast itself. This little site here where there's loads of evidence of old workings and stuff, which we'll talk about, and in the distance there is Manchester and beyond to the Peak District. As we approach the summit area of Winter Hill, it's impossible to miss the massive towering mast that stands atop the hill. The mast itself is over 300 metres or 1,000 feet tall, and you can't miss it. Even at night it's lit up like a Christmas tree. As we pass under the mast, we'll come to Scotsman's Stump, which is a memorial to a poor lad who was brutally murdered up here by brigands. And we're going to head right to the back of Winter Hill itself, which is where the summit trig point is. A lot of people often miss this area out because it is quite boggy, but it's worth visiting because the views, especially looking north over Lancashire, are pretty impressive. There are a lot of stories associated with Winter Hill, which we can talk about while we're up here. More recently, there have been a lot of supposed big cat sightings. There's growing evidence to suggest there might be such a predator in the area. It's been dubbed the Beast of Bolton. Some of you may also be aware that there are a great deal of cases of paranormal activity associated with Winter Hill. When we've finished discussing all these tales around the mast area, we're going to head straight off the access track that heads south, and it leads us to Two Lads, which is a satellite summit of Winter Hill that offers a brilliant vantage point for views south, east and west across the northwest region. So I've just stopped off at the Pike Snack Shack for a nice brew. We will be stopping here on the 7th. It's a great spot, it's really dog friendly. They've got like nice cakes and biscuits and all that sort of stuff, pasties, pies, whatever you might want for a snack. And as they advertise, it's the best place you can have a brew with a view. There's River Pike we're off to next. Awesome, isn't it? So I'm now at the summit of Rivington Pike, which is 359 metres. You can clearly see where the walk will lead us earlier in the day before we get here. There's Winter Hill. Over here, there's Two Lads. Basically we're going to drop down off the moor there and then make our way up here. as we come down from the pike, we're going to head down now to the terrace gardens, where the Rivington Heritage Trust have been doing lots of exemplary work. They're really working hard to get it looking nice, getting rid of invasive species, maintaining the footpaths. They do a really good job, and I fully intend to get out on one of the volunteer work days and help them out. So this is the famous Pigeon Tower, also known as the Witch's Tower, but I'm pretty sure there's never been any witches living in it, but what do I know. Maintained again by the Rivington Heritage Trust, and you can go on guided tours in there. We may or may not get to visit this on the 7th. This is like an extra bonus bit if we make good time on the day. But we will be coming through the terrace gardens nonetheless. Look how tidy it is. This used to be well overgrown. So all being well, and assuming we have enough time to do so, we can spend a little bit of time exploring the terrace gardens properly. There's so much to look at. I mean, apart from the Pigeon Tower, there's an Italian lake, there's a Japanese lake, there's a ravine in there that's all been sort of landscaped out of the hillside. It's got really beautiful cascading waterfalls. There's a series of different bungalows, and this was all built around the turn of the century by Lord Rivington, and as I can't really thank the Heritage Trust enough as a member of the public for all the hard work that they do maintaining and looking after these beautiful gardens. So this is the famous 7-arched lever bridge, which is one of the entrances to the gardens. Fantastic piece of architecture. All being well, we'll get to come this way on the 7th. That will all depend on the weather and how quick we get around, so that's kind of an added bonus if we do. And this is the nice easy track that will allow us to make a descent from the terrace gardens. All this colourful, albeit prickly gorse either side of the path. Sorry if this is a bit blurry, but there we have a young roe deer stag. Final stage of our walk is going to bring us through this lovely deciduous woodland. Lots of birch, silver birch. I'm going to drop down into Tiger's Clough, if it's still called Tiger's Clough at this point. I know it is further up. I'm just getting back to the Bridge Hotel now. I've got to say that was a proper enjoyable walk. I'm really happy with the route, and I can't wait to see you guys there on the 7th of April. If you're interested in coming on either the walk or to the launch event in the evening, please just head to motormountains.co.uk. You can find all the information you need there. And thanks for watching. See you all soon. Nice one.